What's up, YouTube? Biatches. Yo, I'm just getting back from the doctor. I had an MRI done on my foot. It was kind of cool. It was one of them stand-up MRIs. It was pretty fancy. It was pretty interesting. Excuse me. I fell asleep in there, so, it's easy to, So, I'm heading past my house, and I'm going to hit Sportsman Guide. Just go walk around and check it out. It's one of them places you got to go to quite often to get the good deals. And I haven't been there in a while, so I'll probably go there today, and I'll ask them if they got anything coming in that they know of that's coming out tomorrow, and then I'll go there tomorrow probably. I called to the place where I got the MRI before I went in and asked them, because I knew I had to divest all my metal and stuff like that. So I asked them if there was a place where I lock my items, and they said there was, that I had like a room, a changing room, and a cabinet where I put my items and I could lock it, and I kept the key on my persons. So that was kind of cool because I had my firearm with me. So what I did is I put my firearm in here. I've got my holster, but I put it in there, and I brought this in with me, and I put all my stuff in here, and then I locked it up in a cabinet. So kind of cool. All right, I'm going to do a quick answer to Goindeff's video he did a little while back about why I carry. This whole, I've been into firearms, like shotguns and hunting rifles all my life. Not handguns, really. Some revolvers, that my uncles had, and, but not a lot, they were there, they were accessible, but I was taught firearm safety, taught to respect firearms, but, my dad didn't carry, blah, blah, blah. So, it wasn't from that. I'm not going to use the answer that because I can, it's my right, or, I'm not going to do that because that's not why I carry. It's only literally been like 2 years since I got into this whole readiness, preparedness mindset of wanting to carry a firearm, carrying a pocket knife for self-defense, carrying a Kubaton for self-defense. I don't have my black belt in martial arts, but I've got over 8 years of martial arts straight through, and then boxing for a few, and then I did grappling for a few. Actually, in 2000, I got in the octagon ring here in Minnesota and fought in an octagon ring. Got my ass kicked. But anyways, still, point being, I know how to take care of myself, so I never really thought about it, and as I started doing loss prevention and catching shoplifters and stuff, and I'd carry handcuffs, and we weren't allowed to carry weapons, just handcuffs. And I got into quite a few fights, and I was always all right at protecting myself. And I tried to think of this, really why, and I don't have like a real sound reason why. I had a guard dog for over 7 years. I got him when he was a few years old. He was a trained guard dog. He was a white German Shepherd, and very well trained and very good at doing his job. And it was just I kind of took him from my old roommate, but he had thousands and thousands into this dog, and he made a good pet. I didn't use him as a guard dog, not too often, but he's done his job. He's went after people when need be, and so I always had that. He went with me to a lot of places. He would actually go to work with me when I worked at a company where I was allowed to bring him, and he'd sit right by me, and he'd go everywhere with me pretty much. It was kind of weird. And I had a little security vest for him. I should find that and pull it out. I had a security vest for him, and it didn't say security, but I mean, it was like a working vest. But, so people wouldn't, you know, pet him or anything like that. And I tried to keep up with that because that's how he was trained, and I just got away from it. It wasn't really my gig. He was a great house pet, good buddy. He passed away, and just 2.5 years ago. And kind of right around then, it seemed like maybe I got into more of, well, now I got to kind of protect myself. I don't have Kane, you know, my white shepherd with me anymore. You know, like, so I started maybe doing different things. That guy's got a pretty nice backpack right there on that bike. And, you know, law enforcement kind of came up, and, you know, I'd carried doing that. And I never really thought of carrying on my own. And I know a lot of police officers, a lot. And I won't say most of them, but a lot of them do not carry when they're off of work. Do not want anything to do with carrying when they're off of work. I hear a lot of people say on videos that, you know, police officers carry all the time, and they probably carry when they're off duty. And I'm not saying anybody's wrong on that. You know, it depends on where you live and who you know. But my experience has been that usually they don't. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, if it's your opinion, but my opinion is that police officers are there kind of to clean up and protect us, but, you know, when things go down, they're there to clean up and do their job. And afterwards, they don't really want to be involved in that environment. They don't want to be doing the paperwork for free off duty. You know, police officers in my state aren't 24 hours 7. You know, state troopers are, state police are, but city police are not 24/7. If they arrest somebody off duty, it's a citizen's arrest, just like me. So, anyways, that's my thought on that for them. But I don't know. I just started going to these gun shows. You know, just kind of. I wanted a hobby. It's really kind of how it all broke down. I wanted a hobby. I wanted to start shooting firearms. You know, in competition or like quick draw, whatever, fast draw, whatever. I wanted to start doing something like that because I just didn't really have a hobby at the time. I buy knives and stuff. That's about it. So that's kind of where it all happened. I started looking around, started going to these gun shows, and started talking to these guys. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get my carry permit. You know, and then it, you know, bought my first, you know, firearm I could carry, and it kind of came down from that. You know, really just looking for a hobby. And I figured I could buy a new gun every few months. I'm single, blah, blah, blah. And then I ended up losing my job, and, you know, the economy sucks balls. So that didn't work out so well. But, so that's really why I carry. Not as a hobby, but I carry because I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be a number. I don't want to be that. You know, I really don't. You know, I've got pocket knives I carry and Kubotan I carry, and, you know, I could use all that stuff if need be, or, you know, kick the shit out of somebody if need be. But when it comes down to something else other that I can't fist fight, I can't protect myself, you know, that way. Well, if I need a firearm, I want it there, and I want it by me. You know, I think it's great. A lot of you guys carry all the time. You can carry every day. I can't because of my job, and I can't carry a firearm. I can't have it on the property a lot of times because I'm at some pretty high secured buildings, and sometimes they inspect vehicles, and we just can't unless it's a one that we carry a firearm at, which is rare now. We don't even do it anymore. We don't even carry anymore. The liability is too high. So I can't even carry every day, you know? Like today I'm off, so I'm carrying. You know, yesterday I was off, so I was carrying. When I'm at home, I'm in sweats usually, and I've got my firearm right next to me, you know? So, I don't know, it's a bunch of rambling, but that's kind of why I carry, you know? I don't want to be a victim. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm just not. It's not my, it's not the way I am. It's just, couldn't happen. Well, that's it. That's all I got. I hope this is, you know, kind of covers what Goindeff was saying, and, you know, there's a lot of other guys that posted videos on it, and they had really good videos. I really strongly suggest you guys go and check out all the video responses people put in. All right, peace out.